Okay, this is my very first beehive experience. I spent the winter learning and making these hives, and then today I just got delivered from a friend of mine who picked them up, our bees. So here's how they come. And they kind of all stick together, as you can see. All right, and here's the process. This is only a starter hive, so it's only got one super, if you will. It will become what's called the brood section, where all of the bees will be laid, the eggs will be laid, and the bees will be made. This is the top spacer. And you start by taking out 3 of these. These are what the bees will be making their comb on. But for now, we're not using them. We need to have room to put the bees in. There's a little piece of, there's a feeder box in here. They come up from, I think these came from Georgia to up to an apiary not too far from where my wife works. What town is that? Versailles, right? I think the town is Versailles. Piece of Luan, which I will need for later. I need it right now, actually. Have to take these. They say sometimes it's helpful to shake them down, so I'm going to try shaking them down. I don't want to disturb them too much. I know they've had a long ride. I'm using a minimum. I've studied different ways of doing this. I'm going to do the absolute minimum way of disturbing these bees, which doesn't seem like I am, does it? But I am. This is a feeder can, so there was food for them. Now what I need to do is shake them down, but first I will spray them with sugar water. Forgot to do that. Okay. This calms them down, and also they spend time cleaning each other off, and it's supposed to keep them from come here, bee. Have to shake them down. And now I'm sure if you can hear they're a little more fired up. I wasn't supposed to drop that can like that. Okay, so there's the feeder can. It's pretty heavy, actually. I don't know, I guess they didn't eat that much. Now I had to cover this back up, and I think I just killed the bee. I did, unfortunately. Now I have to get the queen out. Yep, a few more escaped. Shake them down. Spray them. I don't want to start my first day getting stung, but I've spent my lifetime getting stung by bees, so it's not like the end of the world for me. And this is the queen now. I have to get the queen. Oh man, these guys are fired up. All right, I have the queen out. Oh, nope, now I have to cover these. They all want to get out. This is the queen. Oh, I should show you the queen. Is she alive in there? Yes, there's the queen. I see her. She has an elongated body. I'll show you this if I can. I don't know how close I have to get. But she has a really long body. She's right there on the top now. Moving over to this side, that's the queen. See, she's slightly bigger than the others. And this is a sugar cube that they're going to need to eat through to get to the queen. So I will be taking this off. But the way I'm doing that is I'm doing it this way, which is supposed to minimize the impact on the bees. I put a spacer in here. I need to move this over. Clearly, I've let out too many bees. But I'm putting the spacer here like this. And they queen here like this, so the bees can get at her. And this is not the way I expected it to be. I have to take out this cover. I should have asked George. This is slightly different than what I've seen on videos. Oh, oops, here's the plug. Okay. Now the bees are going to have to eat through, in a hive, will eat through this one. I've already removed these, and instead of disturbing all of these bees this way, I'm just going to turn them over and shake them, let them go down. Believe it or not, that's all I'm doing today. I'm putting this as a protective part over the top so that they don't do much more. Yep, and this is a comedy of errors in some sort, but the bees will now, they can shake them down, but they also will come out this way. So I'm gonna leave them this way so they don't, normally they tell you to shake them down and beat them up, but you can see they're pretty well disturbed already, and they've had a pretty tough go of it getting here, so I'm just gonna let them do that. The other things I am gonna do is I'm gonna give them propolis. It's actually a pollen mixture. The bees need two things to make babies and to make honey. They need protein and carbohydrates. This is a protein bar for them, which I will put in later because obviously my thing's in the way. And this is a hive beginning feeder. It has sugar water in it. I just put a cover on it yesterday when I made it because there's not enough pollen, enough flowers out. It's really, what's it, May 4th? Day before Brian's birthday. And so there's their feeder. And hopefully they're gonna all find where they're supposed to go. I wanna be careful not kill any more bees. Okay, there. So that's the start. Now I'm supposed to wait 3 days, but I will come back later today and put that propolis in. But that's it for today, folks.